What's up, NBA fans? It's Exotic Sports back here again today, bringing you some more NBA content. And man, this is some devastating news. Spencer Dinwiddie is out for the season with a partially torn ACL. And damn, I feel so bad for him. He went from being a D-League player back in the day, working his way all the way up, and he was finally going to be a starter on a championship level team. And they've been so fun to watch, and that's what makes it so devastating, because with him out, this puts a big damper on their championship hopes. And it's very unfortunate because he was easily the third or fourth best player on the team, and it's going to hurt their depth a lot. Before we really get into this video, if y'all don't mind, go ahead and like the video and hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to grow this channel as fast as possible, and all the support you can give definitely helps. But alright, so how big do I think this injury really is? Well, we're talking about a guy who averaged 21 points per game last year and is probably easily the second best playmaker on this team, if not the best, depending on how good you value Kyrie as a playmaker. And now you take that guy out of the lineup, and it's starting to look really scary because outside of Kevin Durant and Kyrie, you've got Caris LeVert, who he's not a star, but he's a really good role player. But now they might be one player short, which that player was Dinwiddie, and I don't know how good their championship chances are. But let's talk about it. Okay, so they're not going to have Dinwiddie, so they have one choice. They can start LeVert, and he would instantly fill in. He may even be better than Spencer Dinwiddie. He's about the same caliber of player, in my opinion. And their starting lineup will see hardly no dip. I mean, given Spencer Dinwiddie in the first 3 games averaged 7 points per game, so they haven't seen too much of him this season, but I'm just talking about how good Dinwiddie is as an overall player. But if you start LeVert, their bench gets a lot worse. And honestly, I like LeVert coming off the bench with like 28 to 30 minutes per game, so I'll keep him on the bench. So, if you're not going to start Caris LeVert, then who would you start on this team? Well, in my opinion, I say they should start Landry Shamet. He was a Los Angeles Clippers player last year, and he's a very good shooter, honestly. He's going into his 3rd season, and he's kind of bounced around, started in Philadelphia, went to the Clippers, and now he's in Brooklyn. And there's a reason why he's bounced around. He's not good enough to be like a future star or anything, but teams know he's very valuable, so he's just been included in trades and kind of just, been on the butt end and stuff. But either way, I think he could provide the starting lineup with a lot of value. As like I said, he's one of the best shooters in the league, and that's what KD and Kyrie need. Someone who doesn't need the ball. They can run off ball, do their own thing, but be ready to shoot when the ball comes in their hand. Now, if you're not a huge fan of Landry Shamet, well, you're definitely in luck, because they have 2 other guys who could step in the starting role if they really wanted to. They have Timothy Lualo Cabaret. I've never really learned how to really pronounce his name, but I'm pretty sure that's how it is. Anyways, he scored 11 points in last night's game, and I'm pretty sure he's had a couple triple-doubles in his career. He's not that bad. He has potential, although I wouldn't be comfortable with him starting. I definitely could see him stepping up and becoming a 15 minutes per game guy in the rotation and giving him some valuable minutes off the bench. But a guy who I could also see starting is Bruce Brown. This guy was starting for the Pistons a lot, and he kind of just does a lot of stuff on the court that you need him to do. I mean, if you need him to score the ball, he's a pretty good scorer, decent 3-point shooter, great defender, pretty good playmaker, especially in transition, getting the ball up court to the running man and getting open buckets for them. In my opinion, though, I think the only player they should start there is Shamet, and they can split the bench minutes between the other 2 guys. Either way, though, I think this is a disaster, because although Shamet can fill in the role for them, Dinwiddie, as good as he is, he was a ceiling raiser for how good their starting lineup could be. Without Dinwiddie, they don't have a player of that caliber that's not named Caris LeVert, on their lineup. And before, I could have saw them going to some very dangerous lineups of maybe like Kyrie, Dinwiddie, Caris LeVert, Kevin Durant, and DeAndre Jordan. Now they don't really have that option. That Dinwiddie would have to be like Shamet or somebody. And that really sucks, because I hate injuries, man. Basketball injuries suck. I just want to see every team to the best of their ability competing against each other. I guess I should get over that because there's going to be a lot of people that are sick this year, So I'm going to have to get over that. There's going to be a lot of players missing games. It just really sucks. Best luck to Dinwiddie. I hope you get better. I hope you come back better than ever. I always love players that, may not be the best start out with, but they work hard and get up in the NBA, and that's what he's done. And he's always a fun player to watch. So sad to see another 20-point per game scorer be out. And another bad aspect of this injury for the Brooklyn Nets is that if they still want to do a star trade for either James Harden or Bradley Beal, they're going to have to go up more than they would have before because they don't have the value of Dinwiddie to give up. So, of course, they're going to go up Karis LeVert, Aaron Jarrett Allen, but they may have to go an extra pick on top of what they already would have been giving up before. And on top of that, they still have Dinwiddie's contract on their team, but he won't be contributing anything because he's hurt. So it's just a bad situation overall, and they'll probably just end up staying with the group they have now. But that sucks because if there is a star player that becomes available for a decent price, then it's like, damn, we can't really go for him unless we're going to go up the entire bench, and it's just a really stinky situation. Now, the Nets front office has been very good the past few seasons, so I have supreme confidence that they will come up with some way to make this team look like a championship-compatible team come playoff time. So they'll definitely make some type of trade, may not be a star trade, but they're going to do some type of move before the trade deadline to get this team moving and fitting better. And that's a prediction that I feel very highly on and think will definitely happen. Anyways, man, just Dinwiddie, like I said, come back healthy, man, and just come back better than ever and show these people what you can do. But that's all I got time for today and all I got to speak on. If you like the video, like I said, hit the like button, subscribe button. Won't hurt my feelings if you don't, though. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a great day. Peace out, y'all.